through suspension, but now the big striker, so powerful in the air, lifts Luton's hopes as the holders face a difficult night of cup tie football. And it was the astonishing firepower of Southampton's Glenn Cockerell that brought about this replay, a stunning equaliser by him on the volley near the end last week. Even so, outright success remains elusive for this Southampton side. They've not won in their last 12 games. Tonight they've got Russell Osman back in their defence for this cup tie. Mark Blake is out injured. Top scorer Matthew Le Tissier is one of the subs. The three Wallace brothers, though, they're out there again: Raymond, Rod and Danny. Luton, meanwhile, poor travellers. They've lost their last 4 away games, and that adds just another twist to this game. But Harford's back for them, and it's the side that gained a valuable First Division victory over Everton on Saturday. That might just encourage Luton. The referee tonight is Tony Ward of New Southgate in London, and so the crowd awaiting episode 2 of this tie, just as West Ham are awaiting in the semi-final. Southampton in the red strip with black shorts get this game underway, attacking the goal to our right. Luton Town tonight wearing blue. And you can be sure that the Southampton manager, Chris Nicholl, the last thing he said to the Southampton players on leaving the dressing room was, well, you brought Derby County back here for a replay in the FA Cup and then lost it. Don't do that tonight. But here's a free kick for Luton, which Ashley Grimes will take. First chance maybe to seek the head of Mick Harford. In fact, it's Steve Foster going for this one. And Rod Wallace getting it away. Luton, in losing their last 4 away games, also conceded 14 goals. Astonishing to think that Southampton's last home victory came away in November when they beat Spurs here in the previous round of the Littlewoods Cup. Ricky Hill. A throw then to Luton Town. There's Danny Wilson. Always so competitive in that midfield. Too high for all of them there, but here's Ricky Hill. Trying to curl one in, and Wegley was up on the far side there. Breaker in with a header too, but the whistle had gone. It's a free kick. Certainly Luton are making the early running. And a very valuable header there by Andy Cook. And now the whistle had gone. Right out, winning it in the air. Grimes getting it back to Seeley. Harford hanging in the air there. Wilson ready to pounce on it. Made in for Wegley, a delightful turn by him. And so near to a bit of profit there for Luton. Wegley twice performing well there, setting the movement going, and then seeking to get the ball back along the ground for Harford. A player who was born in South Africa, played in America, in Tampa for the Tampa Bay Rowdies, and then with Chelsea before joining Luton. Roy Wegley, here's the corner. Oh, caught off balance. And Ricky Hill getting in there. And it's a foul, and it'll be a free kick. But Luton still continue to have the better of things with a quarter of an hour of the game gone. 0-0. Moore completely off balance there. And Ricky Hill putting it over. It's a goal kick. And now the chase is on for Wallace. Rod Wallace, and he's got Danny on this side. That was an exciting break by Southampton, and Luton at full stretch to keep that one out as the two Wallaces combined. And there's the third, Raymond planting that one in towards right out, and Dreyer gets that one away. Case planting it forward again. They claim a foul there on Rod Wallace, not given by referee Tony Ward of London. And Hill plays it for breakup. Well, that was really a great break there. Rod Wallace very quick indeed, but more than that, a lovely ball played inside for brother Danny, who was making such great strides himself, and Luton just about getting it away. Ricky Hill. Wilson with the cross towards Harford. Luton certainly feeling, as Harford takes a smack in the face, that Harford's aerial prowess could frighten the life out of Southampton, and he scored twice in that 6-1 win back at Kenilworth Road at the start of January. And they need to feed him as often as they can, as Danny Wilson now gets this cross in. Harford's header, but over the top. A touch on by Rideout. Danny Wallace curling it in. Oh, so close there for Rod Wallace. Well, the Wallaces at the moment, so far as Southampton are concerned, are carving it up. A brilliant move a couple of minutes ago that Luton had trouble getting away, and here it's Danny's turn to act as a provider. Rod getting a good touch to it, in off the, or rather off the post and behind for the goal kick. There's Case. Oh, bad ball by Case. Puts Wegley in. Is this the chance for Luton? He's gone past the keeper and has missed the chance. A totally uncharacteristic mistake, first by Case, which put Wegley in possession. And it looked, in fact, as though he'd kept his head superbly. There's Case's ball, picked up by Wegley. And now suddenly Southampton were in a lot of trouble. He's looking up, he plays it wide, just takes it that yard too far. And the angle's all wrong. Meanwhile, at the other end, Rod Wallace tries to shake off Breaker, but some good work being done in the Luton defence tonight by John Dreyer. Hill playing it on for Wegley, looking to redeem himself now, brings Danny Wilson in. Played there towards Black, and he's missed a chance too. Not exactly with the goal at his mercy, but it was a real golden opportunity there for the 20-year-old winger. Good run here by Danny Wilson. Devastating ball played in, but sadly for Luton, Kingsley Black put it wide. Harford in, Ricky Hill. Case getting in versus Hill. And now Cockerill. Now he's given it away. Harford to Priest. Cockerill gets it back. Two Wallaces, Raymond and Danny. A foul there on Rideout and a free kick to Southampton. Graham Baker wanting to get it taken quickly. Half an hour gone, and still no score in this Littlewoods Cup replay. Southampton 0, Luton Town 0. By Ray Wallace. Well, they've got a corner. Luton pulling both Wegley and Harford back and leaving just one player, Kingsley Black, forward. 10 Luton men now back in and around that 6-yard area as the corner comes in. It's Ricky Hill, who didn't really get a touch on it. Played again by Glenn Cockerill, that time straight into the arms of Les Seeley. And the two Luton players having an argument while we wait for the game to continue. Danny Wilson and Les Seeley. All played out there for Cockerill. Hit straight into the arms of Seeley. And then the arguing began. And a foul on Priest as he tried to make that clearance by Wallace, Raymond Wallace, whose name goes into the book. Cockerill gets it back to Burridge. Glenn Cockerill. Baker. Rod Wallace. And the fall for Glenn Cockerill. They claim offside, and it's Ray Wallace in there now, and some good work by Seeley. And a serious mistake there by the Luton Town defence that stayed absolutely stock still, appealing for offside. The flag didn't go up, and suddenly they were in the deepest trouble. Look at them appealing there. And here's Wallace. In fact, it needed to be pulled back a little more. Seeley was happy to pounce on it. Half-time. Both sides really could look back on the first half when the chances have been there for them. The more obvious ones for Luton Town, one for Roy Wegley and one for Kingsley Black, neither of which were accepted, which leaves us with a half-time score here at the Dell. It's Southampton 0, Luton Town 0. And it's Luton getting that second half underway. Having beaten Burnley, Leeds and Manchester City to get this far, Southampton having got past Lincoln City, Scarborough and Spurs. Free kick, which Kevin Moore will take. From Grimsby Town, an Oldham player. In fact, Russell Osman slips in there and gets in there first, but it's away quite comfortably by Foster. And for two sides who've been really shaky in defence. Southampton have conceded 19 in their last 7 games. And Luton, as I was saying, conceding 14 in their last 4 away. Both defences have looked reasonably secure. Case playing it in. Foster as secure as anybody at the back for Luton Town tonight. Watching right out. Wallace to his brother Raymond Wallace. That'll come through to Les Seeley, whose handling has been excellent tonight. He's been a goalkeeper who's had a shaky spell this season, but obviously the clean sheet against Everton on Saturday and his performance in the first half beginning to put things right. This time. No, he won't. Free kick to Southampton. And Cockerill a little disappointed with that because he was about to hoist the ball into the Luton penalty area in any case, but now Luton, as indeed they have, can bring everybody except Roy Wegley back inside their own penalty area. So maybe the advantage has been lost to the home side. Free kick goes in. This is Cockerill. Rod Wallace. That's a good cross towards his brother Danny. Back it comes again, off the top of the crossbar and behind. Again, the Wallace brothers combining well. And Danny's header, he's not the biggest player on the field by any means, at 5'4½". But his brother Rod put that one in, and it was a Danny Wallace header that just came off the top of the Luton Town crossbar, behind for the goal kick. consultation for the Southampton manager, Chris Nicol, with his leading scorer, Matthew Letitia, one of the substitutes tonight, to feel that maybe he's getting to the point where he needs to try something fresh up front. Baker. Danny Wallace after this one. Breaker struggling. Rideout's there. He's there again. It's over the top. The chances are falling Southampton's way in this second half. And they still can't capitalise on them. Good break down the left flank again. Breaker always in trouble with that one. A good cross there from Danny Wallace. And in the end, Rideout shot is over the top. Throw to Luton. Ashley Grimes with it. Ricky Hill. Case versus Wegley. Wegley in with his feet fairly high. I think it was accidental, but the referee has given, for all that, a free kick to Southampton. Osborne with it. Rod Wallace. Raymond to Rod, back to Raymond again. Danny waiting at the far side. Rideout going in for it as well. And over the top. The Luton goalkeeper, Les Seeley, running, protesting to Tony Ward there because the referee gave a goal kick and he felt that he'd been fouled. But he protested too strongly, the goalkeeper. And it'll be a yellow card for him. That's the silliest way imaginable of getting a yellow card. He got the goal kick, he was just annoyed that he hadn't got a free kick. And for his pains, he gets a yellow card. Claims that he was fouled by Rideout. Rod Wallace. Across towards Rideout. Danny Wallace coming in. They claimed a handball there by Breaker. Referee didn't want to know. Linesman was very well placed, kept the flag down. Luton Town got a free kick. Certainly a dangerous Breaker game by Southampton. Looking a little more convincing now as they come forward. They claimed a handball there by Breaker, but it looked perfectly okay to me. Foster with the free kick for Luton. Hit lower that time. Graham Baker getting it for Southampton. Here's Ricky Hill. Now Glenn Cockrell for Southampton. Foster backpedaling. Baker. Case. The chase is on this time with Wegley after it. Osman. It hasn't been a classic, but it gives you the impression it's warming towards something now. And certainly it couldn't be better balanced. Danny Wallace getting to that byline, looking to get his cross in, does so, and his brother's there! But the flag is up, it will not count, the flag is up. It was a glorious finish by Rod Wallace. Now, what's going to happen? Referee wants words with the linesman, and the goal is disallowed. They're still arguing down there in that corner as we see the replay again. A great break here by Danny Wallace, though. And the cross finished there, but there was an infringement. And the Southampton coach, Dennis Roth, there, calming the Southampton players down. The goal not given, a free kick to Luton Town, an infringement there by Danny Wallace, presumably on the full-back as he was rounding him to make his cross. Gregory. Here's Black. Will we get to this one? No, but Cockerell can. Case looking down this left flank for Danny Wallace. That's where they feel it can be won, down the flanks with the two Wallace brothers. Here's Danny getting it back from right out. Well stopped by Dreyer. There's a trip on him there, and it'll be a free kick to Southampton. And sadly for Luton, Dreyer will go into the book. It was a moment earlier on when Southampton thought they'd gone into the lead. That presumably was the reason that the linesman called the referee over. There looked to be a push there by Danny Wallace on Tim Breaker. Jimmy Caseward. Foster yet again behind it for Luton. Cockerell. Real up and under there. Grimes, it comes to Wallace. Brilliantly saved by Seeley. Danny Wallace caught that superbly. But Seeley was really on top of his game. Nodded out not very well by Ashley Grimes. Great piece of goalkeeping by Les Seeley. And another corner for Southampton. Rod Wallace with it. Ashley Grimes got that one away and got some length on it as well. Wallace once more, crossing it in. Foster up well for that one. Harford back to help out. Ricky Hill back to help out as well, and only Kingsley Black is up. Case. Long ball played forward again. Grimes. Hustled. Wallace gets it in. Seeley, I thought, saw that a little bit late. That's made a good safe catch. Wegley. Bringing in Black. Can you get a mistake out of the Southampton defence? Nobody can get a corner out of Ray Wallace. Foster faithfully forward to support Mick Harford. Wilson will take it. Get the feeling that one goal now would settle the whole thing. Wilson curling it in. Harford flicking it on. Foster couldn't quite get to it. Priest looking to knock it back in again. A flying header there out of the Southampton defence. Wilson playing it to Black. And behind the referee's back, there was quite a battle going on there between Harford and Case. A few feet were flying there with the ball a good 30 yards away. The referee's given a free kick to Southampton. It'll give you some idea of how the temperature is rising out there on the pitch now as we come to the dramatic last 5 or 6 minutes of this cup tie. Extra time is looming. Dreyer up again for Luton. Hill playing it on. And suddenly Rod Wallace is clear. A brilliant piece of goalkeeping by Seeley. Well, both sides certainly have had their chances. Both sides have got men clear with just the goalkeeper to beat. This time, Rod Wallace. And again, magnificent reactions there by Seeley. Another corner for Southampton. Half it away, but not very far. Cockerell. Osman dinking it in once more, but Grimes can let it run over for the goal kick. Full credit to both goalkeepers here tonight as well. Seeley, quite magnificent. If he's had a bad spell for Luton this season, that certainly seems to be behind him now. And at the other end, one of the elder statesmen of the pro game, 37-year-old John Burridge, has held his end up well there for Southampton. John Dreyer. It's right out. Back for Ray Wallace. Rod Wallace. Throw given Luton's way. Free kick. Got a foul by Dreyer on right out. Could be a very significant moment as we come to the last half minute of the game, at least of normal time. Southampton with a free kick in potentially dangerous areas so far as Luton are concerned, and they've piled nearly everybody forward, including Russell Osman in there now. Case with the free kick. Right out with a header, and straight at goalkeeper Seeley, well positioned. Case very accurate with his free kick. Surprising amount of freedom actually for right out. Dreyer. Danny Wallace. Will this cup tie yet be won? Seeley there just a fraction before right out. Referee looking at his watch. We're going to get extra time. Ray Wallace getting it back to John Burridge, his goalkeeper. Both linesmen have signalled that time is up for them. Foster. Ray Wallace again, laying it forward to brother Rod. He's gone past his man, he's gone past the tiring Ashley Grimes. And it's a corner, so it's not over yet. Another chance for Southampton to snatch it right at the death. In time, added on for injuries. Kevin Moore going for this one, gets his header in! And kicked off the line. They claimed that Danny Wallace had kicked it over the line, but it wasn't. And the final whistle has gone, at least the whistle at the end of 90 minutes. My goodness, that was touch and go. A great header by Kevin Moore. And as you can see, the ball did not cross the line. Might even have been a handball as one of the Southampton players came in. So after 90 minutes, it's Southampton 0, Luton Town 0, and we now have 30 minutes of extra time. So tired limbs and tired minds face another 30 minutes of activity as one of these two sides seek to keep a semi-final appointment in the Littlewoods Cup with West Ham United. Nil-nil after 90. Now 15 minutes each way. Foster. Still no substitutes on. Breaker with a header for Luton. Priest laying it forward over the head of Kevin Moore. Back to John Burridge. And as the limbs get more tired, so the mistakes will creep into the game more and more. Cockrell playing it forwards. Foster getting it back to a man who's been a real hero for Luton tonight, Les Seeley, the goalkeeper. Harford, Wilson, Osman's up there, chesting it back to Burridge. Grimes up well. Wegley, first to show. Black. We've been a little doubtful for the last couple of days with a slight ankle injury. Harford Just 5 minutes of this first period of extra time left as Danny Wilson takes on the defender. Tries to get it onto the left foot for the shot. Ricky Hill picking it up now. The little cross coming in, a flick on by Weatherly. And Harford's in there for Luton Town. Well, the job that he was supposed to do, he finally has accomplished. It was a great flick on by Weatherly. Danny Wilson crossing the ball in for Luton. And at last, the deadlock's been broken in the first period of extra time. Ricky Hill playing it into the middle. The flick on by Weatherly, and Big Mick Harford there, putting it past Burridge to put Luton into the lead. Now the question is, can Luton Town, with tired limbs, hold out against Southampton for another 16 minutes? Case will put them to the test with this free kick. Rideout's in there. Osman's come up from the rear as well. It's aimed towards Rideout, but again Foster's there. That time the shot by Cockerill is way wide. And Matthew Le Tissier beginning to warm up for Southampton, their leading scorer with 11 goals. And also Francis Benali, left-sided midfield player. Harford up for the free kick. Foul there on Cockerill. Jimmy Case will take it. No, he's leaving it for Osman. Dreyer getting it away. Harford. Now Hill. Case has gone on a good run through the middle, but Hill keeping possession. Now Wilson. Certainly played a part in that vital Luton Town goal. Back to the goalkeeper. He played nearly a minute of time at the end of this first period of extra time, which is a little surprising because there hasn't been an injury that I can recall in this period. It's with Danny Wallace. Oh, could well be an injury now. Breaker going in. Like a bull in a china shop there. Could be another name to go in the book. Making it 4 for Luton now as Breaker goes in. That was a rash challenge on Danny Wallace. Flag was up, the whistle had gone, the yellow card was out, and Southampton get a free kick. Case will take it. Curled in towards the far post. Seeley up there. There was a foul on the keeper by Kevin Moore as the whistle goes for the end of the first period of extra time. Luton Town at last in the lead with a goal by Mick Harford. So Southampton about to bring on substitutes Matthew Le Tissier and Francis Benali. Jimmy Case is going off, and so too is Paul Rideout. Wallace's, Danny and Rod about to get this last period of extra time underway. Tissier. Quickly a foul on him by Grimes. Tissier, a lad from Guernsey. 20 years old, a 6-footer. With 11 goals to his credit this season. Southampton would love him to make it 12. But he stopped that time by Dreyer, but only at the expense of a Southampton corner as the crowd behind that Luton goal now begin to give voice, desperately urging Southampton towards an equaliser. A real test of the spirit in the Luton side now. Grimes behind that one. Ray Wallace showed enough of that to Kingsley Black to get that away. 2 Luton players going for that one, but they get it all right to Wegley. Played to Harford, played on to Ricky Hill. There's the counter-attack. A brilliant goal by Ricky Hill. And that almost certainly will put Southampton out of this Littlewoods Cup and and Luton through to a semi-final against West Ham. What a brilliant strike from the man whose flying header put Luton ahead in the first game a week ago. Getting clear of everybody, and a venomous strike there, way beyond Burridge. Foster, a real strong man yet again in that Luton defence, with very good support from John Dreyer alongside him. There's Dreyer. Oh, look at that, that's a bad one. Now Le Tissier. Played for Wallace, and a goal! Ron Wallace has opened it up again, as Southampton just see a glimmer of hope with a little over 2 minutes of extra time remaining. What should be coasting for Luton suddenly becomes possibly difficult. Well, can Southampton yet pull it round? They'll put pressure on Luton now. There was a bad ball by John Dreyer that gave them the chance. There's Dreyer again. Dane Wallace is in there! And Baker flying in there that time. And Southampton so nearly pulling this one right around. Benali now. The crowd are going frantic now as Southampton suddenly, with no hope at all, were within a whisker of getting an equaliser. Cook. Benali. They're not finished yet. Only half stopped. Here's Le Tissier taking it up, getting to the byline. And Foster there, putting it behind for the corner. Suddenly there are problems for Luton. And Southampton can see a way of saving themselves. Here comes the corner. In the last minute of extra time, a deep one towards Seeley. Gathers it well above his head. Not happy with the challenge that Osman made on him. So near to an equaliser. Somehow they kept it out. Place in the semi-final against West Ham is beckoning, but Southampton are looking to snatch it from them. No foul. A dive, says referee Tony Ward. And that time there was a foul by Wallace. No, it's Ray Wallace going in there. I think he's, in fact, going to give a red card to Ray Wallace, who'd already been booked. I must say my feeling was that Danny Wallace was involved in that as well. And Southampton are out of the Littlewoods Cup. The final whistle goes. It's Luton who go into the semi-final. What drama there right at the end. In extra time with those 2 goals by Mick Harford and by Ricky Hill. With Rod Wallace pulling one back right at the death there for Southampton, and then his brother Ray being sent off. Southampton are out, and it's Luton Town who go through to the semi-final. The players wanted to get off quickly there, fearing there might be some reaction from the crowd. The drama right at the finish then for us here at the Bill, with the final score: Southampton 1, Luton